Welcome guys, to episode of bedwars. I know it's incredible I'm actually making a video. Is it possible? Seeing as I rarely upload, this should be impossible. No, it is true. I do try to make videos, even if, my channel doesn't show it. Because I don't upload or record. But I do try to make videos, and that's what this one is. I'm pretty sure you could tell that this was a video already. Just in case, I have to say that. Anyway, so we got a 3D printer, and it is awesome, and I love using it, and why is Light Blue trying to ruin my day right now? Unacceptable. Yeah, he fell pretty quickly. Good job, Light Blue. Anyways, so we got a 3D printer, and I love it. It is my favorite thing. It is now my new son. I have named it. It has a name. Why would I give a 3D printer a name? Because, well, first of all, it's because the Bamboo app, that's the kind of printer we have, is Bamboo Labs. Anyways, it asked me to name it. So, of course, I named it Bjorn. It's a wonderful name. I'm hoping that's not enough information for someone to, steal my 3D printer. That would be really unfortunate. I don't want someone to steal it. Anyway, so yes, we got a 3D printer. It's lovely. First thing I printed was a cone that spins, and the only thing I had entered into it was a copper-colored filament, so of course it kind of looked like a turd. The first thing I printed was quite literally crap, but it is fun to use. You know what, that's probably not a good expression to use right next to it. I have a good choice of words. Wow, he left. I'm just that intimidating. He didn't actually leave, it's just that I'm so intimidating that it looked like he left. I sent him to the Shadow Realm. He didn't leave, I banished him. Alright, Yellow, I'm gonna just banish you now. Or maybe you can run and try to knock me off a bridge or something. I mean, people have tried it before. Doesn't mean I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna just go over here, and you're going to let me. Let me break the wall or something. Thank you. It was very polite of you to let me do such. Except now he's trying to move around, and that didn't work, because I can go up! That kind of mitigates your idea of going around a rose. Mitigates? Stops? I don't know. I don't care to speak proper English. That's why I play video games. People are completely fine with ungrammatical sentences. It's okay. It's even seen as normal, so I'm going to pretend that I'm just translating everything from a script perfectly. It's just that it's from me typing in a game, and then I have a voice later. I don't know, man. I'm not clever enough to think of a solution to my inability to speak. I could, learn to talk properly, but that sounds like, a few minutes of work that I don't care to do, so you gotta just deal with me being unable to talk. Oh yeah, I have a subject for this video. It's 3D printers. I'm super good at staying on topic. Leave me alone. 3D printers. So yeah, we got a 3D printer, and I don't want to just, print from a library of things, because I want to make my own stuff. And this is where my frustration comes in, alright? Because, seriously, phones they suck so much for some reason. I don't understand why nothing allows you to import or export things from a phone. It's always a hassle. Like Blockbench, it's a 3D program you can get on your phone that occasionally lets you export things, but it just really sucks at doing any of those things. Its jobs, the thing it's meant to do, it can't really do, which is a little bit annoying. You have to go through, a grand journey. You have to go across Mount Everest. You have to go across the Sahara Desert, march through Russia in winter. You gotta go through this whole expeditory process if you want to just export something on Blockbench or whatever. And that's not what I'm using, by the way. I hope that's not what it sounded like. I'm trying to use Blender, because that's the thing I'm trying to learn right now is Blender, and that's going about as well as you would think it would. That being horribly. Anyways, we'll get to that later, but for now, we need to understand that this man needs to die. No, you cannot get a kill on me. I wanted to break his bed sooner, and then he distracted me by hitting me over the head with a sword, and then I had to stab him, which brought me off the subject. I could go back to the subject right now, but I think it's too late. I have to finish murdering this man. No! You know what? I think I should practice PvP a little bit better and not charge after people who are on thin little islands. Anyways, so, basically, I exported the 3D file to my phone, which was a bit of a pain, but it worked out. I just had to email it to myself, which feels a little bit redundant, but that's what I had to do. I had to email it to myself. It worked perfectly. Nothing went wrong. It took 3 people to do that, by the way. It took 3 people to figure out how to email something. No, you don't get it. Your strafe is not strong enough. I'm sorry. It's just not strong enough. My counter strafes are just too good, man. Deal with it. Anyways, yeah, it took 3 people to do that. But what's worse is when, I wanted to have that thing do anything. So I have the 3D file on my phone. I have an app called Bamboo Handy. That's the mobile I/O app that you use for the 3D printer. Except you know what it doesn't have? It doesn't let you import anything into the program. You can't. You can only use the thing that's on the library, which I think is just terrible. Why? Why would that be the only thing you can do? No, you're gone. I need more people to stab. So yeah, I have the 3D, I have it in an STL format. I don't know what that means. I just know it's called STL. That's all I know about it. It's a 3D format that I don't understand. Leave me alone. And Bamboo, it accepts those formats, but Bamboo Handy accepts nothing. You want to print something from Bamboo Handy, it better be on their library. Otherwise, deal with it. You're not getting anything from there. So basically, we wasted a good chunk of the day doing nothing, and I say we because this was, again, 3 people who had to waste a lot of time. Eventually, I just decided to, set up Bamboo Studios on the laptop, which, by the way, is weaker than my phone. Yes, my phone is stronger than the laptop we have. Seriously, it would be more efficient to run Blender on my phone than to run it on the laptop. I can understand why Blender wouldn't be on mobile because that requires programming it. I absolutely understand that. That's a lot of work just to, do something for a phone. But if anyone says the reason why you don't have 3D programs on mobile is because phones are weak, you are wrong. That is not an adequate, I can't pronounce that word, leave me alone. It is not a substantial reason to say, there's no 3D softwares on mobile. No, the reason, I actually don't know the reason, but that's not a reason. Why? Because, well, phones have gotten pretty strong. The computers that were used to, create the T-Rex in Jurassic Park are far weaker than my phone. I can almost generate the T-Rex from Jurassic Park in live time. I might actually be able to generate it live. Seriously. Well, render, that's the word. I might be able to render the T-Rex from Jurassic Park live. Seriously. That is how much phones have improved. I wouldn't be surprised if I would be able to render multiple of the T-Rexes. Ooh, his white swing was decent, but, eventually it got countered, so that's good. I could have been embarrassed, which I would not have enjoyed being embarrassed. Anyways, where was I? I'm kind of distracted constantly. So yeah, no, that's not a reason. If anyone says it's a reason, they are wrong. Yeah, sure, phones aren't as powerful as computers now, but at the same time, at least some rendering is possible. But exporting, why isn't that ever a thing? Seriously, I cannot export worlds on mobile. It's not a thing. I've been wanting to, publish the impossible Minecraft world, because that sounds like a lot of fun. You know what I can't do? Publish it! It's just not a thing! You need an exterior program just to publish something from a phone. Seriously, usually that thing has to be connected to a computer anyway, so it's just a pain. Like, why? Sir? Are gone. So's my bed, but I don't think I'm gonna really need it. It's just too much of a crutch to use a bed anyway, so is that really a concern of mine? Having a bed? Do I really believe that I have to rely on such a thing? You know what, maybe it would be nice, seeing as he does have a pretty good weapon right there, but we can break this in time. That's a little bit stressful. He has a pretty good weapon, and he seems decent at PvP, so we're going to concentrate on him briefly, and then go back to the subject. Yes, what's with people using white swings all the time? Yeah, deal with it. And we win. Next round! But anyways, those problems no longer matter now, except for the Minecraft ones, because I still can't, export Minecraft worlds, which I would love to do. Still can't do it, which makes me sad. Anyways, I can now use Blender and export those things. And of course, the first thing I made was a work of art. I followed a tutorial and made a mug. The creativity I have is limitless. Yeah, I followed the tutorial to make a mug, but come on, you gotta start somewhere. Is it a detailed mug? No, it's just a mug. I'll have an image of it pop up on screen. It's not that great. It's not that great. So now I'm designing a cat chess piece. Because I designed it in Minecraft one time, so I want to design it again, but in real life. It sounds fun. Well, I mean, I'm designing it in Blender and printing it in real life. Basically the same thing, right? Well, no, but whatever. So, it's going well. I have now the torso. I don't think I have a picture of that ready. And the start of its shoulders. The only image I have of it is the head, and you can see it is very blocky. Like I said, it all has to start somewhere, right? I'm not going to be an expert at it, man. I'm not going to be good when I start. If anyone thought I was going to be just great at Blender when I first start, okay, let's go after red. The answer is no, I am not good enough to do that. You know, I accidentally placed that block, so that's a little bit awkward. No, I wanted to break your bed, but... What? Okay. I made a mistake. I feel like I was doing pretty bad in that fight. I don't know why I made all those mistakes, but I did, which was foolish. I should have played it a little bit more smartly. Yeah, I also could have, you know, phrased things better. But English is clearly not my first language. I'm pretty sure my first language was babbling as a 3-year-old, so deal with it. Nope. Yeah, you can just try that again. He wanted to flex. Yeah, he wants to flex right now that he can knock me off with the wooden sword. Which feels a little bit pointless to me, sir. Anyway, so yeah, that's the process. I'm just learning Blender. Nope. Denied. Yeah. And that, of course, I hate that nothing allows you to import stuff on mobile. I feel like that one would be a thing. That doesn't seem like it would be too difficult to program, right? Just allowing people to export more basic geometry into the program. Maybe it's because it has to process how to print it. I don't know. I really don't understand why. It doesn't make sense to me at all why they wouldn't let you print from your phone. Well, I mean, you actually can print from your phone. It's just you need to first start it from your laptop or computer, whatever you have that is not a phone. Which is depressing because I mostly just use my phone. Could you not tell? I record on a phone. And I play on a phone, which is like the most insane thing you could expect someone to do. Yeah, I'd say I'm still pretty good at the game. I mean, that's mostly because of the experience, but whatever. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, you know, listening to some random guy on the internet rant about a 3D printer and how things from a phone don't print. Am I ever going to, you know, be sent to the lobby? Ever? The answer was yes. It just took a few years. What can you expect from CubeCraft other than long wait times? But whatever. That's the end of this video. Bye.